21-10. Again, another rebound, pushing it up to Izzy. Again, another look. I mean, obviously the finishes aren't there. Be excited about the unselfish passing.
It's just everybody again doing what they wanted. It was just phenomenal stuff. Again, I'm saying it right now when we're about ready to run for 25 points in the quarter. It's still we're liking everything that we're doing. Right
well, and that's the amazing thing. We talked about the percentage, right? Somebody they'd probably call me a liar. The stats that I put up there early game to say you shot in the 40%. First, that's exactly how explosive you can. For everything they did.
Right, we don't miss very many shots, especially we don't miss very many shots there. We really get it rolling, and we're about ready to go into halftime here and trying to hang on to make sure DeSoto doing that. But really, at halftime, we're feeling we're trying not to be overconfident. I continue going the same remark kept saying was in this game. We can't play close games against DeSoto that we lost out of their place. We didn't play very well, and they got us there. So let's just make sure let's get a big win and rough it. Most all said announcers that we're going to win by more than 15. Okay, well, let's go do that. I hope you understand who we're doing this against. It was again, it was a first team. Decided to sit down and watch and it was a players team, and they pushed themselves a lot. They were the loudest. Lots of times I wasn't very loud on the bench. Didn't need to. We had girls that were involved on the court and on the bench, and they were the ones talking to each other. So again, overall, just great culture and great atmosphere.
I thought just even here a minute ago, you look at Sammy Fisher. She did something that maybe on tape as a coach you see, but boxed out. I mean, it just sounds simple enough, but she boxed out, got a rebound, and it's just those lack of second chance points and those little things that these girls do that. You get a senior like Sammy that just does everything right. Just is in the right. So that culture, I believe, of people buying into the coaching staff and
right.
Looks like we're in
Sammy definitely bought in. She had a different role each year, where they got a few points for us. Her junior year was changed a little bit. And then this year, okay, what's Sammy need to do? And just right there, she's boxed out. You could always expect Sammy to be in a great position on defense. We didn't press DeSoto not this game, but she was one of our best at being the runner at half court. I think it was for smart player, and Riley needed a little break. Jamie was really good guard, the other team's best player.
So I want back here, make sure we didn't miss this, but what a classic Adele Gore player, right? Gets the steal, going to add another one to her total, and then nobody's stopping her, right?
I know. She does a little bit of a fake right there. It's good to see that carry over on the court. I think DeSoto came out and made their first shot, and everybody's like, oh no, here comes the real DeSoto team after us, and we scored a couple quick baskets and kind of shut that down, starting off with Adele.
Yeah, and she just looks, even here, as I'm watching it, like, man, she just is on a mission. Like there was man, when she's on.
Quarter, our stand up out the entire quarter because we're just going to play phenomenal basketball, especially the last 2 minutes of this quarter open, and watch the last 2 minutes of the third. But it's just really good stuff.
Yeah, and that's 2 steals, 4 points for Adele right there. And again, good passing and just not even thinking about it. It is. Oh, and that's the they know that girls the basketball. They've gone So what a threat she is just from what she's done in the past. I've seen a lot. You can hear it from where I'm at on the PA stand that these coaches recognize that three's out there, and that opens up a driving lane for somebody like Adele, right?
Oh yeah, with a couple layups, but then they shut that down, and that left. She didn't make the shot. We're going to throw that to her every single time. There it is, right there. Just stuff right there. And then it go down to this exactly what we want right there. And DeSoto did a really nice job guarding Addison because they know she can erupt with threes, of course. And when that happens, that just means that our guards can get to the paint. They're facing.
Right.
So
limiting that help defense.
Our overall team.
Yeah, limiting that help defense, and then giving somebody like Adele Gore the opportunity. Lucy right there with the putback too. She's found herself in a lot of really good positions just to put it back up there. It's a 15-point win. Now, I'm not sure who called a 15-point win, but this
I know. They're going, and this quarter just maybe knowing who we're playing. Soto team had their best quarter, and we played to the final buzzer quarter. I think we scored with about 10 seconds left. Still ended up getting another deal, aiming to the rim and getting fouled. It's just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch, and I didn't do anything this quarter. I just stood there and watched the game. Sometimes that's it.
Just overall, just you're right. I mean, I remember this game being a lot of fun, and just the defensive effort as well. And you can just see everybody, shoulders forward, just bought in, knees bent. DeSoto's frustrated right now, and rightfully so.
They are, and we didn't think we'd ever see it because they're so well coached and such veteran girls. But it's just the defense. We're playing off the Rick score right there with Adele. Adele's got to figure. Everybody's ready to help. Going to get open and try easy for her. May frustrate her a little bit, and make sure we only give them one shot the entire night.
I'd have to go, but I'd love to be able to see the stats of their 13 points right now. How many of those are at the free throw line versus how many were on the floor?
Well, I know second quarter they were all by free throws.
Okay.
We just didn't allow them to make very many.
And speaking of free throws, you see Adele knock those down, man. That's as a coach and even as just team, right? Layups and free throws. If you make them, it just makes you look like a better coach and makes you look like a better. They're
if you cut threes, you're even better. We did.
Yeah.
So they beat us by 15.
Okay.
Now we were down more than that. So we found to close the gap a little bit more. At that time, we're thinking and that our girls getting lost at their place, but we came out of it thinking, boy, we can't shoot the ball at all. We lost 2 points in the second half, I believe.
Yeah.
So we're thinking, try to get positive about it and saying, hey, we can do this thing.
And ultimately, that pride, won you the conference because they were able to come back and.
I know, and I wish everybody could hear this. My parents know it, but our bench, that's what set every other team that we play, I believe. Of course, what happens during the next time?
Right.
How we react. They reacted several times very poorly. That's human nature. That's just what happens. But at the DeSoto game, we continue to have our bench cheer for any small little thing, and going. And we could have had a 30-point loss night. We kept playing. Lost by 15. We're still mad about that whole thing, but it turned out that we won the league.
Yeah.
The same thing with Lansing. Lansing's up by 17 in the second quarter. We could have just felt so sorry for ourselves and said, let's go back home and watch the clock run out. But we got fighting and closed it. Losing by 8 right there, we'd be. So, all of us never had a think try to run a score. It wasn't, and it wasn't in our favor.
Sure. No, it's. One and
years somebody lands right into Adele. Gets an end. This is about where I just need to be quiet and watch what happens here because it's just phenomenal. On the season, which breaks her C2. Of course, she gets in with 120. That's this play right here. I know she's going to be mad that she missed the shot there, but Sarah's there for the rebound.
Yeah, and just, her ball movement and handles. And that 39-17, at this point.
We're not done. We're going to go 46 to this court.
Right, that's right. How many steals did she have this?
Oh, this is her steal right there. I don't know. I should count it up. This is the way this is it.
Right. Because she made the last
school record right there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and then Sarah Carey came in and cleaned that one up. That's gonna be a lot of fun to watch next year.
Defense over here, guarding their shooter like that. Everybody knows exactly how to guard everybody. So.
For anybody or you're younger,